quick video today on a Friday, the 30th. Check this out. Okay, so, hey, months and months and months and months and months of talk and blabber and talk and blabber. Let's finally start looking at the math, since we've got an election coming up in just a few days. Now, this is coming from statespoll.com. This is their projection. This is kind of in the back of my mind the way I think it's going to go as well, providing there's no chicanery, which I think there's a lot of chicanery going on. I personally think if Biden wins, it probably was a complete stolen election, but we as good conservatives and independents usually don't cause too much trouble about it. It's usually the other side that'll start burning down buildings if they think the election was stolen from them. We don't do that kind of thing. So look at the numbers, 312 Trump and Biden 226. They'll be adjusting this into next week. I know the Big Apple is going to go, obviously, to the Democrats no matter what. People vote party. And then, as Nixon called it on the left, the big enchilada is going to go 55 frickin' delegates. Jesus. Here in California is Democrat, and you only need to win by one vote. It's a winner-take-all in the states. So, and then you've got the big L, they call it, in the middle. And then if you think about it, it comes down to the fact that you've got people that don't care about who's running. They're voting for party. If people cared about who's running, Joe Biden would not get one vote outside of his own family. But people care about party. So people vote their party. There's a lot of people that vote their party, unlike me. I vote who I think I would be best as president. So you're going to have this election where people are going to vote party regardless. And then you've got some other people that just vote like me just based on who they think is better. Take that and combine it with just how it works with winner take all in the states. And you basically have our elections come down to a small group of people in a small number of states. Those states are called swing states. So that's again where this election is going to come down to. That's where most of the campaigning is, right? In the swing states, that's where you go. There's no reason for Trump or Biden to come to California. Absolutely none, unless they're looking for money, because the money's here in California and New York. No reason to go to those two places. So I thought this was pretty good to talk about today, and we'll see how this pans out next week. Of course, I hope that everything's decided on day one. The worst thing that could happen for everyone is if the election is dragged on. We don't want another Bush-Gore type situation. It would be terrible for the country, terrible for the stock market, and businesses are already doing poorly enough. So we don't need any trouble. I want to know by nighttime who's going to win. And despite the onslaught of misinformation and censorship by the media and social media, everything is stacked against Trump except us, our voices, and thank God for Parler. We're not being blocked here on Parler. I think Parler is now if you look back at the 2008 election, it's the Huffington Post of 2020. Do you remember the popularity of Huffington Post in 2008, 2007? It was crazy. It was crazy because a lot of us were just tired of Bush and we wanted someone new. And we were fooled, of course, my generation. We wanted change. We wanted them to drain the swamp. Obama ran on that platform. Remember, change, change, change. I'm going to clean up Washington. It turned out we didn't look at his back. He had puppet strings on his back as soon as he got in. We didn't know. So we were still looking for the person who was going to actually do that. And that's why Trump got elected. Because mostly my generation is looking for a complete cleanup in Washington and someone who's going to actually do what they say. Do what they say. And that is it. That if Trump wins again, which I assume he will, it's, again, my generation. It's the baby boomers and then specifically the younger half of the baby boomers. Look at the rallies for Trump. They're all frickin' people that are 60 years old, just like me. We're the ones we're the pig and the python since the 1970s, 1960s, okay? So we're the ones that finally found the guy we wanted. It's going to be a tough fight, but I think we can get it done. My voting record, I promise to tell you my voting record since 1976. Carter, Reagan, Bush, Clinton, Bush, Obama, Trump. Hopefully I didn't miss anyone. Now you could see why I'm an independent, and yes, I do make mistakes. Thanks, guys. See you next time.